Hello guys, I want to quickly make this video to aid those who are taking my signal and those who are not trading harmonics, and also for those who are my mentees and those who want to be following with what we are doing. Whenever I send out trade analysis, because I can actually remember the trade I sent out on Euro card hit SL, and that's of USD CHF. It's increasing massive profits, and that's of I'm trying to remember the ones I sent out for you guys. And GDP card also hit SL. I have a new setup which I'll send. There was one I sent here that hit SL. The one I sent here hit SL, and then also gold. There was a trade analysis I sent out on gold, which is still running a massive profit. Yeah. So what I'm trying to, and then also I sent out signal on Euro GDP, which is also a massive profit. First of all, before I forget, if you want to enjoy my signal, make sure you're using a swap free account. You can get one with Derif if you are trading a personal account. If you want to trade Profem, get one with FINOTIVE. I have a link to FINOTIVE that will give you extra $100 credit if you spend more than $100 to purchase another account. For instance, if you purchase account of more than $100, you get extra $100 to purchase another account, right? Which is very good, so that it will be able to help you to reduce a lot of emotions. So if you have like 2 or 3 accounts you are trading at the same time, you won't have that emotions or probably impulsive decisions to make crazy mistakes. Okay, so that is that in regards to the type of account. If you want to enjoy my signal, make sure you're using a swap free account, so that you can be able to hold trade longer period without getting too much on charges, right, or commission charges. Very important. Now, whenever I send out trade analysis, what you need to do is to make sure that you keep tab of that particular pair or asset. Okay, for instance, when I sent out this trade analysis on Euro GDP, for instance, I think I sent out the trade analysis around here, also should be around this level. Okay, so all you have to now do is to go to your charts, keep tab of the asset or the pair, so that whenever the setup materialize, you can be able to take the trade. So you don't expect me to come back again and start sending fresh signal for you guys, because I've observed that this is my personal observation. The trade analysis I sent out 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month ahead of time tends to play out than the ones I send out instantly. Okay, so whenever I send trade analysis, just make sure that you are following up, provided that is the particular asset you want to trade. Make sure you are following up, so that whenever the setup matures, you can be able to take the trade. Okay, so the same thing with I can remember there was a time I sent out trade analysis on NASD card. Where is that guy? Yeah, on NASD card, this particular sell. Okay, I can remember that price was around here, somewhere around this region when I sent out that analysis. Okay, a lot of traders didn't take it. Most of the traders, they didn't even go back to even check on it, because of what? You're not keeping tab of it. So whenever I send that setup, don't expect the setup to play out the next day. It will take like, sometimes it take like 1 month, sometimes 1 week before it will play out. For instance, there was one I sent out on USD card. This particular one on USD card, let me see. Okay, I think it's on, let me move it. This particular one now on USD card, initially it was this particular key level, but then this one is stop loss, then the new key level was here. So now trade analysis doesn't necessarily mean that you will not re-enter a trade if the setup is still very much valid. Okay, so like, then if you're actually a my mentee, you'll be able to know how to refine your harmonic patterns based on key levels alignment. Okay, so this is another thing you can be able to get for this type of setup. I remember that I sent out this signal. The first one hit SL, but the second one played out well. Okay, so most times whenever I send out analysis, it doesn't necessarily mean that it will play out the next day. Sometimes it will take longer period of time before it will play out. So whenever I send it out, all you have to do is to keep tab of all the assets or setup I've sent out, so that whenever it's materialized, you can be able to do what, to take it. Another one is on Euro GDP. I remember that I sent out this analysis like 1 or 2 weeks ahead of time. Now it is playing out. I don't know how many people that caught this sell. I don't know. Some of you that caught it, you should even take partial profit right now, because this is a lot of profit. You don't allow price to take, or market to take the whole profit as given to you, right? So I sent out this analysis ahead of time. Now I don't know how many people that caught this sell, because a lot of traders have forgotten. So if the trade analysis does not play out the next day, it does not mean that the setup is invalid. Probably the price have not gotten to that point, so it is still very much valid. So your job, your duty is to keep tab of that particular asset, so that whenever the price gets to that level, you execute. Now there are setups I sent out on my X handle. I sent out GDP USD. For those of you that are following very active on Twitter, X formerly Twitter, you'll have been able to catch this setup, and right now is a massive profit. Take a partial profit and then adjust your stop. Another one is on NSD USD as well. Let me see if I can be able to hide. So what I'm saying in essence is that whenever I send out your analysis, just make sure that you keep tab of that particular asset, so that whenever the setup materialize, you can be able to execute, so that you don't have the issue of taking only one setup. At the end of the day, the other ones will play out. It is that one like you do that will hit SL and you lose that. No, make sure you try and take all the whole setups, so that if you take a loss on one, you can be able to recover from another one. So this is just a clarification. I might actually pin this video on the WhatsApp group, so that new members can as well watch it, right? That is all for now, guys, and then bye for now. I'm trying to work on Telegram channel also, because I'm having issue connecting my WhatsApp to my desktop, to my laptop. So if anytime I connect my WhatsApp to my desktop, the WhatsApp account will get banned. So I'm trying to do that. It's always getting banned. So the only one that is connecting right now is Telegram, so I can be able to link my Telegram to my desktop for easy access and for fast dissemination of information. Okay, so for now I'm still working on that Telegram, but for now we can be enjoying WhatsApp, and then X, if you are very active, I'll post a lot of setups there as well. So this will be all for now, guys. So please make sure you're keeping tab of all the setup I'm sending, so that whenever they materialize, probably 1 week, 2 weeks, 1 month ahead of time, you can be able to enjoy the profit and enjoy the trade. So this will be all for now, guys, and then bye for now, guys.